is going to continue going around.
Oh, hey, sitting up front.
There. Found a seat.
All right,
Well,
see.
you know, it's had my name right down. Good afternoon, Karine.
Okay, good afternoon.
Just hours ago, Senator Tuberville tweeted, quote, "Having biological males in women's sports is unsafe, unfair, and wrong." And earlier this year, 72 elite female athletes signed an open letter saying forcing female athletes to compete against biological males is not only unfair, it is discriminatory and illegal. So in the light of this administration's proposed changes to Title IX, does the White House worry about the physical safety of females directly competing against males in sports?
So look, this is a complicated issue. It is. And there are a wide range of views, as you just laid out. The Department of Education proposed a rule that gives schools the flexibility to establish their own athletic policies while establishing guardrails to prevent discrimination against transgender kids. And so I also want to make clear that this is a proposed rule, and members of the public have the ability to provide comment as part of the rulemaking process. And so any additional questions that you may have of this proposed rule, certainly I would refer you to the Department of Education, but we do understand this is a complicated issue.
What would the president say to parents out there who have daughters, let's say in high school, for example, who are worried that their daughter may have to compete against a male, a person born male, and there could be directly in physical athletic competition and worry about their daughter's safety?
So look, what you're alluding to is basically saying that transgender kids are dangerous. It sounds like that's what you're saying. Well, you're saying that their safety is at risk. Yeah, but you're laying out a broad example or explanation of what could potentially happen. A broad example explanation. That is dangerous. That is a dangerous thing to say. That essentially transgender kids we're talking about are dangerous, and so that's something that I have to call out, and that is irresponsible. I had just laid out how complicated this issue is. I had just laid out why it's complicated, and so anything that you have any additional questions, I refer you to the Department of Education. I'm going to move on. I know there are other people. Go ahead, Tam. Go ahead, Tam. No, I mean you could read your question in a transcript once you get it. Go ahead, Tam.